Hi everybody, I'm Melissa.
And I'm Brenda, or Brie.
Yes, and welcome to our show, Hot Cups. Today we'll be talking about psychics.
Yep.
Yeah, psychics.
So we drew out of our Hot Cups container the last time, and we chose, I guess not chose, because we didn't choose it. We selected psychics. So this is a learning process for me. I did do my own little research, but I'm kind of going to lean on you a little bit.
All right, I'm no expert either, but I mean,
you know more than me.
I've been around a little bit.
I'm not too familiar with it, but
okay. So Brenda, what do you think about psychics? Do you believe in psychics? Have you ever been to a psychic?
I have.
What did you do?
And I'm kind of but I'm in between. I believe in it, but I kind of don't at the same time.
Okay, so what did you have done? Did you have your cards read? Did you have your palm read? Did somebody just talk to you? What was it?
I had my palm read.
Okay.
She told me I was going to have 3 kids.
Okay.
She said I have a long lifeline.
Okay.
And she said whatever job I choose to do, as long as you're happy in it, money will come.
Okay.
There was some other things too that she said.
Okay.
But that was kind of the gist of it.
Okay. Well, I mean, that sounds pretty generic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did you think about that?
I was happy about it. It made me happy.
Well, okay.
But I don't know. And I've been to the same girl twice. And she said the same thing twice.
Okay.
So I'm like,
Did you have your palm read the first time too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
same one, I think, too.
Was that at the festival?
Yeah, the Harvest Festival.
Okay. Okay. Well, there's I guess many kinds of psychics. There is ones that use what they call divination, which is they use like the cards, or they'll read from a crystal ball, or they'll use something like tea leaves or something they call runes and stuff like that. And then there's other psychics that don't use anything.
Yeah.
They what do they call them? Clairvoyant or clairsentient.
Yeah.
I think voyant means clear seeing. Sentient means clear hearing, and there's another one, clear something.
So I did do a definition on it.
Okay.
And it says ESP, extrasensory perception. It says clairvoyance, mediumship, and tarot readings to provide insight and guidance. So that's kind of what.
Okay.
That's what they say. You're
right. Well, thank you. That sounds bitchy. So the mediumship and the channelers, they're the ones that basically speak to the other side.
Oh, okay.
Talk to the dead, kind of.
I wasn't sure what it meant when it said clairvoyant.
It's like clear seeing, like a psychic will see a vision in their brain, of something. You know what I mean? Yeah, they'll see a scene or something.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or they'll see things, or the sentient where you hear things they'll hear. It kind of goes with maybe the mediumship. They might hear people talking to them from the other side. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Okay, so they kind of all tie in a little bit.
They all kind of mix together.
Okay.
I mean, somebody could, they say, incorporate many of the different aspects, Now, I think the ones that do the divination, like the tarot cards, crystal ball, I mean, especially tarot cards, I don't know if they're necessarily psychic or not.
Yeah. Well, see, and that's why I'm skeptical, because there's different versions, and I'm like...
Yeah, right. So it's hard to tell. I mean, because like I said, before we came on, I mean, anybody can pick up a book and learn how to read tarot cards.
Yeah, true.
Well,
and like we were talking, there's a lot of TikTok users that have the tarot readings, tarot cards. They say that they see the other side. It's like, how do you really...
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to, poo-poo anybody and say that nobody has a gift or this and that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? I'm sure there's some people that do experience strange things.
Yeah.
But I imagine there's a lot of quacks out there, too, that want to prey on people that are in a weak state of mind, to get money.
Like people that are grieving, for example.
A lot of those types of people are the ones looking for answers, you know what I mean? And then there could be, people that are going to take advantage of them.
Because I won't lie, I've wanted answers and looked for answers.
I think we want to know stuff.
Yeah. You're curious.
Right. I do like the psychic detectives.
I do. I did.
Yeah. Did you see
I did look that up. That was cool.
Yeah. I do enjoy watching those shows. A lot of people are skeptical about that too, but I think in those cases, anything that can help the police. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if it's just as one name, one word, one initial, or one thought. You know,
it can open a lot of doors.
Right.
To find,
right. I wouldn't disregard any kind of help that way. You
Yeah.
know, what I don't like is I think sometimes, you know, psychics may have good intentions when they start, but at time they might start to get greedy, maybe.
That's true.
And becomes more of a money making scheme than
help.
helping.
Yeah. I see what you mean.
Right. I do think if somebody has a gift, they shouldn't charge.
I agree.
You know.
I mean, if people want a tip, they are more than welcome. I agree.
Yeah.
But don't charge because
because then that's the skepticism comes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Did you ever hear of any famous psychics?
I probably have, but not like.
I think like Sylvia Brown. Did you ever hear of her?
Yeah. Okay, I've heard that.
Sylvia Brown. She has since passed away. There's a guy, John Edwards.
I have heard that name.
Yeah, he goes around and does stuff. And James Van Prague is another guy. You don't hear too much about him. You know, and then there's other ones you see on TV and this and that.
There's some things I've noticed, like we were talking the other day, like it always seems to be people that's had brain injuries or things with the brain, like accidents or seizures, something. Like tell them it's what.
Yeah, a lot of them seem to have had damage to the temporal lobe.
Yeah.
Which is your brain on the sides, temporal. So your temporal lobes are right here. That seem to have some kind of gift for psychic.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and you never hear like the one I met. You know, she had a car accident or a stroke or something.
The lady we met.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she thought she could see stuff and stuff like that. She had issues, and a woman that came to me, which I didn't go out and look for.
Yeah.
Who found me and talked to me about my dad, didn't charge her anything. She had issues on her temporal lobe. I think she might have had an accident, but she also was a victim of domestic abuse and stuff when she was younger. She was in her 60s now. But she just came out and, like I said, just happened to cross paths with me and just started telling me all kinds of stuff, names and places and everything that was just so true. You know what I mean?
That's awesome, though.
Yeah.
Like, and especially since she came to you.
Right.
And like you said, she didn't ask for anything.
No, she did. She just started spilling her guts to me about my family.
So that right there shows me.
Right. So I did believe that, and I felt that she was real.
Yeah.
But I think out of maybe every 100 psychics or whatever, there might be one or two that are real.
Yeah.
You know.
True.
You know, that's why they say it's for entertainment purposes.
I feel like it's very special if you do have it.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people push that they have it when they don't have it.
Right.
Like
they
you
want
said,
to have it.
Yeah.
You
like
know?
you said, I don't want to put anybody down or
or say you
offend
don't
anyone.
or whatever. Yeah.
But it's like I can see it being very special. So.
But I think a lot of us, I think everybody has some kind of something, like ESP, where that is, you know, some kind of intuition, you know, has some kind of experience in their life where they were like, you know, was it coincidence or was it something else?
Exactly.
You know, or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what do you think of it all? I mean.
See, I'm in between. I believe in it a little bit, but then I'm kind of skeptical too. Like, I don't know.
Right.
Like the story you told me about your dad and how she came to you.
Yeah.
I believe in that because you told me a lot of stuff that like nobody else could have known.
No, and like I said, I saw the psychic like 7 or 8 months before that I paid for, and she told me basically everything that was going to happen.
Yeah.
And this other psychic that came to me, she kind of confirmed everything the other one said.
And see, that's how
with
I
the
believe
names,
it.
with the people, with everything, you know.
And that to me
wasn't general.
Yeah.
You know, so
not general like stuff that you could just tell anyone.
Right. So so that was very interesting. But as we go on, I do like the psychic detectives that solve these crimes.
I think that's so cool.
Right. And there was one story where the woman wasn't psychic, never claimed to be psychic, but she must have had some kind of attachment with this victim.
Yeah.
Because she started seeing in her head where the woman was because she went missing.
There's a bug in it. You were like...
It's protein.
Yeah. I thought it was a tea at first.
Yeah. But this woman, she ended up, you know, leading the police to this woman's body, and she knew so much about it that the police ended up arresting her. But she didn't do it, you know what I mean?
And they found out that she didn't, right?
Right, yeah, they found everything that happened. But that was her one and only psychic time she ever had in her life.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so there must have been some kind of connection there with the victim. You know, she didn't know the victim or anything.
That's cool.
Yeah. And just, you know, other stories like that I find captivating. Because I like true crime anyway.
Exactly.
I like unsolved mysteries and like serial killers and all that stuff. So
the mysteries.
Yeah, the unsolved mysteries.
Exactly.
You know, I probably should have been an investigator.
I think you could be good at that.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Are you good?
Yeah.
While you're doing that, I did do some research earlier because, as I said, I'm not really familiar a lot with it. So, there's two main methods that appear to be accurate and informative about people's problems. So they talk about the cold reading and then the hot reading. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
So the most common is cold reading, which is throwing up big questions designed to elicit information. So it has an example here. By asking whether anyone in a large audience has a husband named John who had a heart attack, people are eager to be informed about their loved ones and find solace.
Okay. So this is in a group. Where I did that once.
So generally,
go ahead. Yeah.
You're good. If you have anything, just say.
I will.
The other method commonly used by psychics is hot reading, which means getting information in advance about people they know, like through sources like Facebook.
Ah.
So it's like...
Well, there's a lot of ways to find out stuff about people.
And I'm going to be honest, I could be a little detective and go on and find anyone. Like, I am like that.
Yeah.
So...
Because they usually want to know your name and your birthday.
Exactly. Why?
Well, I know a lot of times the birthday has to do with astrology and all that.
That I get, but why your name? Your name could be anybody's name.
Right.
Anybody could have anybody's name.
Those ones I'd be a little bit, you know, a lot of times when I called up and made an appointment, they didn't ask anything. You know what I mean? They just said, come in at this time. But I did go to one of those, I don't know what you call it, but there was a guy hosting the group of people saying he was a psychic and could talk to the other side. Yeah. He was throwing out, like you said, you know, the general things. And, of course, there's people out there saying, oh, that's me. You know what I mean? This and that. And
then they...
Right. And they'd all, you know, whatever, find a way to make it their, you know what I mean? Like confirmation bias.
Because, like it said, how many people have a husband named John? My granddad's name was John.
Right. Out of, 100 people, you're going to have some.
Exactly.
You know? So finally, after he did all that, and he walked, you know, through the crowd, it was me and my two sisters were there, and we asked him about us. You know what I mean? He started saying stuff that wasn't anything, you know, and I think he started getting annoyed with us.
Really? You guys were like...
We were kind of, you know, proving him wrong a little bit. So we were kind of like, we don't agree with this guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I do see him advertising for things. And he's charging like $30 a person and stuff to get in there.
So see, that right there makes me skeptic.
Right. And then one time I was coming out of the Wawa and I saw him parked in his car at the Wawa. It looked like he was living in his car. Junker car, and it was all piled up to the top with stuff. And I was like, what?
Like... Now I'm skeptical.
Yeah. So, we didn't have a good experience.
No. So the lady that you and I met, it was also with one of her sisters. She said she also seen the Hat Man, which is our very first podcast.
Yes, she did. Yeah.
So that's not the first time. And today at work, I was talking to one of my coworkers, and he said, "Oh, the Hat Man!" Like he knew who it was.
Yeah.
So
it's a thing. Yeah.
I'm like.
I saw something go past on YouTube the other day. It was a short, and it was a famous football player. I'm not going to say his name.
Yeah.
But who's active now, who said that he had he wasn't talking, though. Other people were telling this story. It wasn't him coming out of his mouth, so you don't know that.
Yeah.
But they were saying that he had an encounter with that man.
Too bad we can't talk to him. I'm curious.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's true or not, because it didn't come out of his mouth.
Well, and we both said it was because of kids and...
Yeah, I think he was younger at the time.
Was he?
Yeah, he was young.
Now I'm curious.
Right.
But, like, what the psychic see? Like, I want to know, like, if she's seen him differently than what we're seeing him. I mean, he could have a hat and still be in different clothing.
Apparently where she would see them down where she lived, in the park that they lived in.
Yeah.
But also back in the day, that park was, like, plantation, too. There was plantations down there in town. And she was thinking he was the owner or the leader walking around there. So I don't know if it's the Hat Man.
The one that we're talking about.
Or it was just the guy wearing a hat.
The guy wearing a hat,
yeah. So it's hard to tell, you know.
Yeah, and she never really went into that much.
No, she didn't. You know, she was kind of difficult to talk to. I think because of her brain injury.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah. So they have the tarot cards here. A lot of people get scared, you know, like if you see the death card.
Yes,
this is the one that always TV shows, you know. I mean, this means change. It doesn't necessarily mean death. I mean, it depends the other cards that are around it.
Yeah, that card always scared me. I remember when you did it the first time for me.
Yeah. And then this card is a tower card, like everything's tearing, you know, falling down. Sometimes in life, you do got to tear things down and rebuild them back up.
True.
You know?
And Christian and I learned that.
Right, you do, you know.
Selling our house.
Yeah, you know, and the judgment card, this is like a new life opening up ahead of you. That's more of a, you know, something that's happening on their own.
Let me show you that.
Yeah.
Just so you guys can see it. The death card there.
Yeah, and then, you know, like the hangman, that's kind of like trying to look at things from different angles.
True, because, yeah, and the picture's kind of...
Yeah, you can kind of, you know, assign the things you want to them, too, you know, in a way. And, like, this card, the devil card, you know, you really got to look at the details, because in this, the couple is chained together with the devil behind them.
True.
You know, which could mean a toxic relationship, or a relationship that has addiction in it, or something like that, you know, and they're chained together.
I'm just showing them closer so they can...
Yeah.
I'm shaky a little bit.
Well, are you?
Yeah.
Star means hope. You know
I like that
basically hope, yeah.
Hope. So question.
What?
Do you want to do my reading again?
Oh, if you want me to.
Yeah, let's try it.
Okay. You know, and these are the major cards. There's like 22 major cards, and there's like, I think 58 of the minor cards, which are kind of supporting details.
Yeah.
That kind of have their own meanings. It kind of follows the pack of regular playing cards in a way. You know, you have the 4 suits and the numbers in the suits, and you have the king, queen. You know what I mean? You have
I'm opening my snacks.
Yeah. So, you know, and then you have the crystal. People think if you stare at the crystal ball long enough, you'll see something.
But that's also like if they say if you look in the mirror long enough, you start seeing your face change and all that.
And that's more meditation too, in a way.
Yeah.
And they say like Nostradamus, I don't know if it's true or not, he would stare into a bowl of water. You know what I mean, to get his predictions, but some people say that wasn't true, so I don't know.
I feel like your mind, like we were saying, your mind plays tricks on you, and you could swear you're seeing something, but in reality, you're not.
Right, you know. Okay. And that one lady that I didn't go to that found me and stuff, you know, we were talking in general too about stuff, and she was talking about, you know, how sometimes, you know, she would... And you see things or think things, and she wouldn't give it any credit because she think it was like the stupidest thing, you know, if she says it. But then she was talking about, she kept seeing the merry-go-round thing for somebody, and then the girl says that she had a merry-go-round in her house.
See, and that's crazy. And the stuff that you think, like you said, the stuff that she didn't think was,
because
like,
there was a merry-go-round in her house. You know? Not many people, so, and she was like, oh, so it was confirmed that she was right, you know.
It was real.
It was real, yeah.
So, like, the stuff that you think doesn't matter matters.
Right, yeah. It could be
even
the littlest thing,
you
know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, Brenda.
You're going to have to remind me how to do this, because I kind of...
Well, Brenda, what would you like to know? Anything? Do you have a special question, or... I mean, I'm no psychic. I'm no expert.
Just for fun.
Right, yeah.
But I trust you, too. So.
Yeah.
Just life, I guess.
All right. So why don't we...
Probably like many, just life.
All right. So I'm going to spread these out or whatever, and you can pick out 7 cards. Okay?
7? Okay.
Yeah, you pick out 7 cards.
This is the... Oh.
Snacks out.
Yeah, my gummy bears.
Yeah, the gummies.
You said 7?
Yeah, pick out 7.
Do it different. I thought I grabbed 2. Okay. Let me make sure. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7! I'm not looking.
Okay, good. Okay, now Brenda picked out cards, so let's see what they have to say.
Oh, this is the nerve-wracking part for me.
All right.
What?
First card.
That's terrifying, the death card.
Well, it's not terrifying because it's the first card.
Okay.
Right.
So I'm going to just
So remember what that card means.
It can mean change.
Something's going to end and then a new beginning, basically. Okay. Something has to end for something else to start.
But kind of.
Which is, I have a picture on already. Because I know you, though. Too.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. If I didn't know you, you know. And then we have like this is the 2 of Wands. which is kind of like just you're waiting. Like you're waiting for your ship to come in.
Okay.
Okay?
Right. I have an idea.
Okay. Oh, now this card is the 7 of Swords.
And what could that be?
This is kind of like a trickery card.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Like the guy in the picture, if you look at the picture, the guy's sneaking off with 5 of the swords. Know what I mean? See how he's looking back? Like he's trying to sneak away with some of the swords? Okay.
The first 2 are like, okay, and then it's like that.
Right. Oh, and then we have like the 2 of Cups, which is kind of like a couples card, like a soulmate, soul match card. Okay. Like working with somebody, you know, it's kind of like it's a good card. It's like kind of like, you know, marriage card.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have another card of waiting, which is the 9 of Wands. But look, he's on guard. He's already been through a battle. But see how he looks on guard?
He's cautious.
He's cautious, yeah. He's watching, he's cautious.
That could go with that card, really.
It could, yeah. Okay. And then we have the Queen of Wands, which is kind of like a powerful woman. You know what I mean? She likes to take action. She's strong. She's got all her ducks in a row. If you can see the black cat sitting there all proud in front of her. Yeah. You know what I mean? Okay. There's a lot of there's a lot of symbols in the cards. You know what I mean? If you look at them, you know. And the last card is the Queen of Swords. Okay. Now she cuts through the crap. Okay.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. She's a strong woman who cuts through the crap. She's got mental clarity going on. Okay. You got the 2 of Wands. You got the 7 of Swords. You got the 2 of Cups. You got the 9 of Wands. You got the Queen of Wands. You got the Queen of Swords. Okay. But you don't have one here right now with Pentacles. Okay.
And what's that mean?
Pentacles mean like money, financial, material.
Okay.
Okay. Wands kind of like are the take action kind of card. You know what I mean? The Swords are kind of like mental clarity, and the Cups are more emotional.
Okay.
Okay. So let's see. So it looks like you're going through a change right now. Something is ending.
So,
which I think it has to do with the house.
Yeah. So my husband and I are selling our house.
Yep.
So that could be
and then look, you're waiting here. The second card.
We're waiting to sell.
Waiting to sell. Waiting for your ship to come in. Waiting for the profit you're making on the house. You know. And then, your life is going to change after that happens. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, however, I would think in any real estate type of transaction, there is, there is a possibility of trickery. Okay?
And that actually kind of goes with what I told you a little bit.
Yeah, but there is some aspect of that going on.
Okay.
Okay, whether it's real or not, I don't know. Okay?
That's scary a little bit.
Yeah. Because these are swords. The swords are mental stuff. Yeah. Yeah, so, okay. And then we go to the 2 of Cups, the 2 people like pledging their cups to each other. I mean, that could be you and your husband, being a team, getting together, you know what I mean? Kind of chilling out.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So you got somebody who's helping you through it all. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Christian for sure.
All right. Now, here you go again. Flipping back to this, you know what I mean?
Being cautious.
Being cautious, you know what I mean? You won some battles. You're a little bit wounded with the hair, with the bandage on your head, and that's Wands. So I mean, you could be getting into a position where you're ready to attack, maybe.
Can I ask? You know how he has his head wrapped, right? Yeah. Could that be mental, or does it have to be physical, or could it be either one? Like, could it be mentally you're hurt, or? Yeah. Okay.
And from what I'm gathering, it could be just past stuff that's playing on you. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, you know what I mean? There's nothing that's really based in reality. Yeah. But you are alert and vigilant. You're being vigilant, okay? And you're ready in case something does go down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am kind of cautious,
Right. And then it turns back into this one, the Queen of Wands. She's powerful. You know what I mean? She's sitting up there. She's got all her ducks in a row. She knows what she's doing. She got that black cat right there in front of her, standing all proud and all that. Which I think all this stuff over here is going to pass. There might not be any incidents of anything. It could just be your nerves and being nervous and anxious. Okay?
Which life.
Right. School. Right. Okay, so then it turns into the Queen of Swords, which is basically your mental clarity and how you're going to see through everything. and you're not, you know what I mean?
And you put your foot down.
Yeah.
I'm getting through this.
Right,
yeah.
right. You don't have to take crap from anybody. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to speak up. You know what I mean? Look at things critically and know what you're doing is the right thing.
And I'm not one to speak up normally, but
you're going to learn that. That's, one of the things I think that's going to happen to you throughout your life. You're going to gain. A lot of people don't speak up because they lack maybe some confidence.
Yeah.
They're
scared of the outcome.
Right.
I'm scared of the outcome. I don't want people to hate me or think differently.
Or there could be some insecurity with how they feel, or it's just they question themselves.
True.
But I think as you go along throughout your life, you're going to know when you're right and wrong, and you're going to learn to stand up, and you're not going to care what people think.
I need that.
Okay. Because if you don't stand up for yourself, people are going to walk over you.
True.
So, yeah.
And I've learned that.
Right. And you can always put people in their place in an assertive, proper way. Just call them out on their bull.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they'll probably respect you for that.
True.
Because if you don't do that, people will not respect you.
Yeah.
And they'll know they can pull one over on you. So,
exactly.
Yeah. So, I think that's basically the deal.
I don't think those are bad cards now that you've explained.
They're not. Not at all.
Like the whole trickery got me, and the death card always gets me.
Right.
As it would anyone.
Right. But I think with this experience, I think you're going to learn a lot from this, and you're going to grow mentally and emotionally and spiritually. Probably.
Yeah,
so,
definitely. Yeah.
So I think that's what's going on here.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
So there's a little bit of a card reading.
Right. Okie dokie. So is there anything else you would like to comment on, or
let's just
like that?
Shuffle the deck.
Okay.
And then just pull one and see what you think it goes with.
Okay.
We'll do that. So you pull one for you, and then
okay.
Or I'll shuffle for you. You pull one. You shuffle for me.
Okay. Should it be like your card for the week or something?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Yeah. Card for the week. Let's see.
Okay.
Anything you want to know?
Not particularly.
Okay.
I'm not really interested in psychics or learning my future anymore.
No?
No, because I feel like I can create my own future.
True. I like that.
Yeah.
See, that's why I guess I've never really because I haven't learned a lot with them.
Right.
I kind of just do my thing and go.
Yeah, yeah. If something's going to happen, it's going to happen no matter what.
Exactly.
You just have to learn to be able to deal with whatever happens.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You got to roll with the punches. You got to ride the waves.
It can be scary.
Yeah, you got to be a problem solver and know that things are going to happen.
Exactly.
And
grab the bull.
Grab the bull and get back into your life because you have a life to live and a life to finish.
Exactly. We're all here for a reason, even if you don't think so.
That's right. Everybody has their own path to live, and other people have lived their life, and whatever happens with them is them.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not you. Okay. I would like to get into some life counseling or life coaching with using cards.
Yeah.
Eventually.
This is kind of what the people on live do. Like, they'll have people that ask them questions on live, and they'll just pull from their deck and be like, okay, this means so-and-so, you know?
Yeah.
So I thought it would be...
Yeah, because I'm not really psychic. I think it might be able to guide and maybe inspire some people to do
like,
things.
you and
Positive.
I can... Yeah.
Positive.
You and I can both feel things. Like, I can feel if a room's off or something.
Yeah,
Or, like,
yeah,
we're
some
open to
senses.
spirits. Yeah. But, like, others,
Right, but I've learned to become very in tune with myself over the years,
True.
too.
Yeah.
So, some people aren't.
That's true.
Yeah.
Are we ready?
You go, Brenda.
Okay. I'm going to pull
Brenda's
from the middle.
Card, baby. All right.
Just show.
Okay.
I don't even know if it's upside down or not.
Oh.
This is for the week.
All right. This is 9 of Cups, okay? And you see the guy sitting there looking all smug in front of all his cups. Did you see that? This is what's known as the wish card. So, I think for this week, you might hear some good news that you're going to like. Okay.
I like that. I could use some good news.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, I think we both kind of know.
Yeah. So I think that's what's going to happen this week. Or let's just say the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I always believe things are in the next 2 weeks.
True.
Yeah, so.
Okay. We'll go with every 2 weeks then.
Yep.
Or every 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, so, within the next 2 weeks, I think you're going to hear something that you're going to like.
I like that. Okay.
All right. Now you can shuffle for me.
I'm not a good shuffler.
That's all right. Neither am I, really.
I'll just go. You're going to have to tell me what they mean, because I have my take on certain ones.
Right.
Like, I kind of can tell a little, but...
Yeah. Well, some you can tell by looking at it.
Yeah.
You know?
Shuffling.
Cards. All right.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
I will select from the middle.
Freaking.
Okay, you can show them what it is.
There's no freaking way, Melissa.
Is it a coincidence to pick the same card out of 77 cards?
That's insane! I literally have cold chills. Wow.
Okay,
Okay,
so
that's me.
So whatever is going to affect you is going to affect me.
The house.
It's got to be.
It's gotta be.
Yeah.
We're putting it into the air now.
Yep, so you
That's
saw
insane.
it here. Picking the same cards. Now, what are the odds of that? 1 in 77.
And you went in the middle, and it was in the middle twice.
Yeah.
That gave me cold chills. Oh my god.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Was that wild?
I was not expecting that. When I pulled it up, I'm like,
what are the odds? You know? That was crazy.
that is awesome.
And that was legit.
Yeah, that gave me chills. Did you get chills from that?
I was surprised, but then again, I wasn't, knowing what I thought the card meant for you.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And see, you kind of knew a little bit. That's crazy.
I know.
That's awesome, though.
So what do you guys think about that? What are the odds of picking the same card?
It was in the same spot.
Right, and it was 77 cards in the deck. So, or 78. I think it's 78.
Hopefully it means good things.
Well, it does, but whatever's going to happen to you is going to happen to me. So,
we're going through it together.
yes. Okay, then. So, anything else, Brenda?
Is there?
Would you like to pick out another topic for next week?
So, as you can see, I kind of decorated it a little bit.
Yeah, it's pretty.
So the red in here now is states. We're going to be doing either the most haunted state, like...
Oh, that's a whole new thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, it's a new topic.
You know what? That's kind of like Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day's coming up.
Okay.
So, and I didn't even plan that. I just did it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And Easter, we can do Easter colors.
Yeah.
And 4th of July, 4th of July colors.
So, the red is different states. It's all 50 states in the U.S.
Okay.
So, if we pull one out, it's kind of just going to be... I always do the most haunted places in that state, or like things that are known, or even historical things.
Okay.
Anything that we can come up with for that state.
Sure.
Like, you go off, you find something, I'll go off, and we'll come together.
Okay.
The purple is our regular, just like our current events, our, you know.
I like the state stuff. I mean, when I was a kid, I knew all the capitals and all the states and where they were, and I mean, even now I can make a list of all the presidents in order.
Well,
you know?
see, like with the states, after I do the states, I kind of want to go out of the U.S. and do like different countries, like kind of places.
Okay.
I love history and all that. And
I do too. Yeah.
Are we ready?
Yes. And I like United States history too. Am I picking or am I shaking?
It's up to you.
Okay.
Either way.
I'll pick.
Yeah.
Okay, it's purple. Matches that. Look.
It does.
Okay, now, glasses, so I can read. Oh, that's not a state.
No, the purple's not. The purple's just regular topics.
Oh, so I gotta pick a red one.
Well, you can do either. It's anything.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll pick a red one. I want to do a state.
It's anything. I think we should start closing our eyes though too, because it's anything. We're eventually gonna do them all anyway.
Okay.
But yeah, we can do a state.
Okay.
What is it?
Alaska. I got a couple things in my mind already.
Alaska. If you can see it. Hey, it matches my nails.
What was it? The second to last state. I think Hawaii was last, both in 1959. No, that stuff so far. So,
see,
yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
But in the past, I did do videos on different states, like New Jersey, Maryland, like the haunted stuff. So I'm excited to learn about Alaska.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're good.
Yep.
Anything else?
No, nothing else. I'm good. Okay.
If you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, leave us a comment.
Yeah.
Hit the like button. And what else should they do?
Yeah. Subscribe. And if you happen to live in Alaska or been to Alaska, put something in the comments.
Yeah, let us know
about the state.
And let us know what you think about the whole same card thing. That was a little...
That was crazy. Yeah.
And I had cold chills.
I don't think that was a coincidence.
I don't either.
How could it be?
And you said knowing what you thought it was for me, you kind of...
I gotta make sure my ears.
But it's just cool that you kind of thought about that.
Yeah.
And you look like a bunny.
Okay.
But that's all for this video. See you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.